Well, good evening, New Yorkers, Americans, and Patriots. Well, we are now in week 3 of what is the correction officer strike here in New York State. And it is a chess game right now, and depending who you talk to, hard to say who's winning, although even though the southern tier of jails have gone back to work, all the ones out north and out west haven't. And it's getting pretty desperate because Commissioner Daniel Montasulo of the department went out and actually started talking to the workers himself. Now, they said he went out to deliver the contents of the agreement that came between the mediator, the union, and the department itself. And the department's state version of the Homeland Security actually got involved. It was Jackie Bray that outlined the terms of the deal Thursday evening. In fact, she did a video with Commissioner Montasulo of what was included. And in a nutshell, it's a bunch of hot air. One point was establishing a committee focused on the safety dealing directly with the effects of the HALT Act, which is crap because all you have to do is see the numbers of staff assaults, inmate on inmate assaults, and just assaults in general. And that is all you need to know. So this whole thing about establishing a committee focused on the numbers are the numbers. This is just more hot air the state's trying to do. And as Hochul says, they're not going to overturn HALT. And you guys start wondering, are the inmates' rights groups that powerful? Do they have that much PAC money that they're willing to die on this hill? Or at least take a big blow? Reinstating health insurance effective immediately to those employees who had it terminated on the day of their return, which was supposed to be, I think, Friday. Today. Well, we're approaching Saturday now, 15 minutes, and I don't see that happening. Allowing staff to continue to work 12 hours each until normal operations where they can be returned to 8-hour shifts. Now, for a lot of people who are in the business, they'll tell you, well, 12-hour shifts is common in law enforcement. Yeah, depending on the department, it definitely is. But 12-hour shifts in the State Department, they've always gone by 3 main shifts, 8-hour shifts. Continue double time and a half overtime starting 30 days from the employee's time to work. So again, they've done this before the strike happened as an experiment to see if we get more people to work. And it did work. Even the comp kings and queens returned to work, and as soon as the 30 days expired, they miraculously all got hurt and went back out on comp, which is an issue they have to deal with, all the fake comp kings and queens, because there are plenty in this department. They're going to try to fast forward the reallocation process for both correction officer and sergeant within 2 months, a process that usually takes 18 months. Again, hot air. If you're an officer or a sergeant, this is all hot air. So far, everything has been crap. They have not given these guys anything they wanted. Not issuing any discipline to any employee who returns to work on Friday. But I can tell you this, they will take that money. For every 2 days one day they're out, they're going to take 2 days' pay. They may not go on their record. They may not penalize them as far as disciplinary things. But they're getting their money because the state is not going to pay for officers who are on strike. Just like you did in 79. You could take that to the bank. Unless things get so bad that they have no choice. But right now, The state is going to get that 2-for-1. And of course, confirmation that the department memo issued on February 10th requesting a comprehensive review of security staffing with the goal to cut staff to 70% has risen. In other words, they're not going to say the new 70% is now the new 100%. So going by these key points, which Jenny Gray and Commissioner Montezuela did a video on, I have to look at this and say, I'm sorry, Jackie Bray, this is all crap. Everything here they're going to promise is more money temporarily, and we're not going to punish you. Nothing about getting rid of the HOLT Act. All they're going to do is tell us, we're going to study in how the HOLT Act affects us negatively. The numbers are the numbers. Assaults are everywhere. You can get video upon video on YouTube about staff assaults, inmate assaults from YouTube. So that's where they stand right now. And right now things are getting testy. As I said, there's going to be a lot of anger from the northern West Sea officers, from the ones down here in the southern tier. Basically from the Hudson Valley down to New York City. And right now, you could bet, I've been up there enough times to know that any officer that thinks about going back to work may not live to tell about it. And if he doesn't live to tell about it, he'll be harassed for the rest of his career. Like it or not, that's how it is up there. So I'm down to know how the mediator, which I'm sure was supplied by the state and paid by the state, so you know that was going, how they failed a bunch of employees return to work. Once again, I just told you, they got nothing what they want. If there was only one good thing that would have come out of this thing, and that is to overturn the HOLT Act, I can tell you right now, I think just about all these guys would come back tomorrow. Bring back solitary confinement, keep lock status, bring back the old prison justice system that has worked. Because right now, what we're seeing by the videos, nothing's working. In fact, it's been an outright failure. And then some more hot air from Monticello. I had to hear from my workforce directly, so I traveled the state, took phone calls from correction officers and correction sergeants across the state, and told them what would be necessary for them to return to work. I don't know. Have you not been paying attention? This is nothing more than, again, more hot air and a photo op. It's all about optics right now for him right now, because he's on a hot seat. And as I said, whether you like Monticello or not, he's not the problem. Your governor is, and the New York State legislature is. You can replace him tomorrow, and you're going to get the same crap. All right, so more hot air on Thursday. He said he provided an agreement that would be necessary for employees to return to work. He said he met with NSCOBA President Chris Summers and Executive Vice President Matt Keogh to review those terms, and the union itself said they wouldn't agree to this. And right now, those guys who are running this union, they're feeling a lot of hot water from their clients. I'm telling you right now, if these guys have enough time to retire, if they get ousted from the union, they better retire. And he went on to say, Commissioner Monticello said that President Summers and the Executive Board have refused to sign the Memorandum of Understanding, once again failing its members. No, he's actually listening to their members for the first time. I heard from my workforce loud and clear, and I will not fail to deliver on what I promised. This just gets better and better and better. The state is cracking. Guys, it's Ramadan. You've come this far, you might as well just go make the state crack, because you're never going to get this opportunity again. But of course, Spectrum News 1, I think, which is located out in Buffalo, they want the guys to return back as soon as possible. Quote, but we cannot allow our desire for a quick result to jeopardize our ability to obtain a fair agreement and adequate safeguards for our members' health and well-being. Here's some more hot air for you. We told you what they wanted, and you guys aren't listening. You refuse to return to the Holt, get rid of the Holt Act, so this is all crap. Circling, won't give them what they want. And the union said they won't be billed by the governor and Building 2, which is the Corrections Department headquarters, because in the end, they answer to the members of the union, and the hot water they get from them will be a lot more than Hochul and Marsul can give them. And of course, as Summers right now put in a statement, of the union in general, basically tearing any agreement that bypassed the union and questioned whether it would be legally binding. And it isn't. Okay, so Ms. Bray of the Homeland Security Department emphasized these terms would only be applied to those who return to work today, and that this deal will not be offered again. Oh yes, it will. In fact, it will be offered again, and you will come back with better. 3 weeks, what do they have to lose right now? This is my favorite part. We will not negotiate concerning the dismissal of contempt charges again. So far, I guess they have fired or arrested 1,000 officers, most likely the ones that were either a time and attendance abuser, or they didn't like anyway, had a bit of a record. Who knows? Of course, Bray said that the state will continue to exercise its rights and measures, criminal and civilly, to end the strike, and will take action against those who continue to refuse to work illegally. Good luck. You have a workforce of 14,000 members. I think you said you arrested 1,000. What are you going to do? Arrest all 14,000 of them? Good luck. This is my favorite part, which tells you how much the state is caving. We want you back. We need you back. We need you back. We need to come back tomorrow. Well, if you're that desperate, give your legislators a call and tell them to get rid of this Holt Act. Keep New York State in prayer. Keep our officers who've been running these jails in medium. Maximum your work release in prayer. 3 weeks, that's 42 days of pay right now they're going to lose. And they are going to lose it. Keep the state in prayer. Like I said, I don't want to see another Attica, because you look how New York State does things. It usually takes something very catastrophic to get any major change. And the Department of Corrections is no different. The last time a major change took place was after the Attica riot. And then, again, not till after the Clinton escape back in, what was it, 2019, I think. Typical New York State. They wait for the horse to jump the fence before they fix the fence. Anyway, comments, questions, what's your opinion? Put it down below. We'll talk to you later.